Hello and welcome back to another edition of Anthony's Video Journal. In this edition, Dave, Jerry, and I continue our adventure in Yosemite National Park as we embark on a day hike from our base camp at Boothe Lake to explore the Vogelsang High Sierra Camps. We also make a tough climb up to Vogelsang Pass. If you've ever wondered what was the ultimate backcountry adventure in Yosemite National Park, well, you've come to the right place. 5 camps, a limitless adventure. Imagine all the joys of backpacking without the burden of a heavy backpack filled with tents and cooking gear. That's the appeal of the Yosemite High Sierra Camps. Nestled high in the wilderness and surrounded by nothing but nature, they're accessible only by foot or by mule. And once you're there, you'll be free to explore the backcountry carrying only a day pack as you head out each day. Camps are spaced 6 to 10 miles apart along a loop trail. And if you're new to wilderness travel, guided mule trips and hiking trips are available. Vogelsang is the highest of the High Sierra Camps at over 10,000 feet above sea level. It was established in 1940 and is a great base camp for hikes into the surrounding alpine lakes, including Evelyn Lake, Ireland Lake, Boothe Lake, Emmerich Lake, and of course Vogelsang Lake. Here you'll find comfortable accommodations and great hospitality at nearly 2 miles high. A dramatic step up from tent camping, the 12 cabins offer 42 guests comfortable beds, hearty hot meals, and all without the burden of carrying a heavy backpack. To get a first-hand perspective of what it's like to spend the night in a High Sierra camp, let's listen in to Los Angeles native Jeanette Katzier, who I ran into a few years ago along the Sunrise High Sierra Camp loop. How does the whole High Sierra Camp system work?
In October, you have to go online and get a backcountry lottery application. You fill it in, you email it back, and you wait until February to see if you get selected. In all the years, I've only been selected 3 times.
How many years have you put in for the application?
At least 15.
Yeah, I know it's hard to come by, and if you are successful in getting a lottery and you are able to stay here at the High Sierra Camp, so what does it entail?
I arrived at Tuolumne Lodge, where you acclimate because of the altitude, and then you hike to your first designated High Sierra Camp. You're given a tent which has 4 beds and a pot-bellied stove and blankets, and then you have to bring your own sheets and things like that. And then they feed you twice a day, very good meals, and lunch you either pack in your own or you order lunches from them.
So it does include meals, it includes a breakfast and a dinner. But you got to be there to get it, right? So if you, yeah, and what time do they start the breakfast and the dinners?
6:30 they call you for hot coffee, hot cocoa, tea, and then a half hour later is breakfast, and then the same thing goes on for dinner. What
kind of a spread is it? It's not continental breakfast, is it?
No, it's not. It's either hot cream of wheat or oatmeal. Then it's eggs, pancakes, bacon, French toast. It's big. And fruits, and a fruit salad for breakfast. Dinner usually is some kind of soup, which is really good, homemade bread, a garden salad, and we've had chicken, we've had ravioli, I don't know what we're going to have tonight. It's very good. The desserts are delicious. Oh, you're going to love it. We had once some kind of a black cherry cake that was covered in fresh strawberries, and the next day we had like blueberry cobbler. It's very good.
Well, that just makes me hungry listening to Jeanette and all that food she was eating. But on this trip, we had to settle for some beef jerky, a Cliff Bar, and some tepid lake water. Oh well, maybe next year we'll be lucky enough to have our own High Sierra Camp experience. The High Sierra Camps were closed last year due to heavy snowfall that lasted well past summer and into fall. This year they were closed due to the coronavirus pandemic. And while it's tragic, folks didn't get a chance to enjoy the accommodations of the High Sierra Camps. This also gave us an opportunity to see some of them as they are rarely seen, abandoned. Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 6th, and we spent the night here at Boothe Lake in Yosemite National Park. And it was a pretty quiet night, really nothing exciting going on. We brought our chairs out here, our little ultra lightweight portable chairs, and we sat out here on the little beach and we watched the stars and the moon come up over the horizon across the lake. And we did see a couple of satellites. We saw the International Space Station fly over, and the Milky Way was working its way all the way across the sky over on above the mountain right there. So that was kind of cool. And it wasn't too cold. You know, once the wind died down, it wasn't too bad. But not a lot of wildlife activity. I really thought we would have seen, you know, deers coming down to the edge of the meadow here to feed. There were a lot of deer prints and a lot of fresh deer scat, but didn't see anything. I came out here right at dawn, hoping to catch some of them, maybe going back to the bedding area. I didn't see anything, so maybe tonight. Who knows? But I don't know what the temperature is right now. It's probably, I'm gonna guess and say 40. It's not too bad. There's no ice forming anywhere, so it's definitely not in the low 30s. But fish are jumping. Wish I would have brought my little fishing pole now. But we're gonna have a nice leisurely breakfast this morning. Tidy up around camp, and then we're gonna do a day hike back over to Vogelsang High Sierra Camp, and also go to Vogelsang Pass. That's what we're going to do today. Then come back here and spend another night here. So it'll be an interesting day. It'll be an easier day because we're not taking backpacks today. We're just taking a little day pack. So that'll be a nice little extra thing for us. And of course, it'll give us an extra day to get used to the altitude. You can still feel it. It's not too bad. You know, I'm not nauseated, but you can feel it. You know, a little bit of pounding in your head and a little bit of nausea, but not enough to take anything for. It should get better as time goes on. All right, I poured my coffee back there. I gotta go get it while it's still hot. All right, well, we're gonna do a day hike from Boothe Lake where we spent last night. We're gonna come up here to the High Sierra Camps and check them out at Vogelsang. So we just came up the trail from Boothe Lake. It says 0.4 to Boothe Lake, but we're gonna be going this way over here toward Vogelsang. Check this out. Yeah, it says 0.8 here. And we're at about 10,000 feet right here, so I can't imagine it being any more elevation than this. What's Vogelsang at? Yeah, I don't know. And we're going to go up to Vogelsang Lake, see Vogelsang Lake, and then also Vogelsang Pass today on our little day hike adventure up here in Yosemite. Here's the trail that we're going to take tomorrow, which goes to Fletcher Lake and Evelyn Lake and Ireland Lake, and Backpackers Camp is over that direction. And let's see what's over here. Looks like we got Emmerich Lake, Babcock Lake sign right here. It's 20 miles to the valley. Right here. Go that way. There's another sign over here. Vogelsang Pass 1.2. It's 8.4 to Merced. But anyway, here's the High Sierra Camps. I know they're closed, but we're gonna go check them out. Well, we've reached the Vogelsang High Sierra Camp. The frames have been taken down for the canvas tents. In fact, I'm actually standing on what is probably one of the mess tents, I assume, because there's all the propane for the stoves. Really cool building right there. Tremendous views. That must be, I don't know if that's showers or what. It's got vent pipes. Maybe it's bathrooms. I don't really know. But what I wanted to show you was, you know, you're probably sitting over here having breakfast in the morning at 7 o'clock, having your bacon and eggs and biscuits and gravy, and you're sitting here on your table and you're looking over here. Yeah, and you're looking at this creek flowing right by the backside. How cool is that? And of course they have more structures that have been dismantled that are up there. Those are probably the actual little cottages or whatever that people stay in.
You've never seen this like this, except this year.
Yeah. This is a place that sells out very, very quickly. It's on a lotto basis. And all you got to do is bring your day pack up here, and they have full meals for you and breakfast and dinner. All you have to bring is some snacks for lunch. But because of the COVID-19 crisis, everything's closed. Everything's been dismantled. It's kind of a shame. especially when you got a gorgeous creek right next to you. All right, well, these look like the pads where the campers stay. These in normal years would be probably 10-foot square canvas, like outfitter tents. And people would be staying here with cots right next to the creek. You hear the creek going right behind your head while you sleep. How sweet a gig would this have been? But sad to say, not this year, I guess. Sure, there's tons of wildlife up here, bear and deer come through here. And today it's just remnants. What a shame. Well, after this COVID thing ends and the economy gets a little better, maybe we'll be able to put our name on the list for the lava one year. Well, I went a little ways past the Vogelsang High Sierra Camp, and I'm working my way over toward the backpackers camping area. Still haven't gotten there yet, but I have a feeling it's probably over there on the far side of the lake. But isn't this gorgeous? A few little pockets of snow left over from last year, and this is beautiful. Now, I don't know where the actual backpackers are supposed to camp. I haven't seen any tent pads yet. I'm kind of curious, you know, and thought has crossed my mind we could leave Boothe Lake, move our camp up here, stay here for a night. It's closer to where we're eventually heading anyway. It might be kind of fun. I don't know, something to think about. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this little day hike up to Vogelsang. We're going to go up to the pass here in a minute. All right, well, we've passed the High Sierra camps, walked around. Does this lake have a name? I don't even know if this has a name. It's just a little small lake on the other side of the High Sierra camps. Backpackers camps are behind us. We're going to work our way over to this waterfall just to see what it looks like. Stunningly beautiful here. Nice little flat used trail around the lake. So we're going to go check this out. I'm assuming this water comes from Vogelsang Lake, maybe. We're not sure. There's a little few patches of snow up here, but not a lot. So we're going to go hang out here and check out the waterfall. Well, we're just above Fletcher Lake on the far side. This is the inlet to Fletcher. Nice little cascading stream. Flows down right here, goes over a little waterfall. The view of Fletcher Lake, right next to the High Sierra camps in Vogelsang.
Dickhead.
No upskirts.
Okay. Oh, just when it flashes?
Is the red light flashing? Yeah.
Oh,
alright, well, we hiked up from Boothe Lake. We're here at the High Sierra camps at Vogelsang. Did a walk around Fletcher Lake up to an inlet waterfall. It was pretty cool. Now we're back here at the High Sierra camps, even though it's closed. And we're just going to hang out, have a few. Oh, look! My jalapeno tuna, spoon included.
Oh!
Didn't know that. I'd be damned.
Damn, yeah, we're getting good at that.
Yeah. Might be a bad idea eating jalapeno tuna. Oh, look at that. It even folds. Look at that.
That is cool.
It's kind of neat.
This is also one of your reviews.
Yeah.
Same thing, you can post this for both.
And I think I got this tuna at the dollar store, so we'll see how long this stays inside me. It's gorgeous weather up here. I think it is 65, maybe. Of course, I can't get it open now. Oh, there's a double pouch. There you go. Oh, this stinks. Whew.
Oh, the spoons in the, yeah, okay.
And I'm going to pick all this up when I'm done. I'm not going to leave it here. So. Oh wow.
Jalapeno tuna.
Yeah, it's tuna. Tuna with little jalapeno chunks. They probably need the protein. You know what? It's actually pretty good.
I bet. I never thought about putting jalapeno in. I put onions and all that.
Yeah. Well, after we have our little snack break, we're going to continue on toward Vogelsang Pass and see Vogelsang Lake. I think from the pass we have a good view of Yosemite, right? We should. So we're looking forward to that. And then after that, we're going to head back to Boothe Lake. Spend another night. What?
In Yosemite?
Yeah.
Good view.
Yeah. A view of the valley, I guess.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're just going to sit here and get caught up on our hydration and get some snacks in us. Well, we're above the High Sierra camps. They're down there, and we're working our way up toward Vogelsang Pass. We should be seeing Vogelsang Lake here pretty soon, but you can see what a phenomenal view we have on this side. Let's wait till we get to the other side. Ought to be just as spectacular as this. Well, this is Vogelsang Lake. And I'm assuming Vogelsang Pass is right up there at the notch. Vogelsang Peak is up there. And there's an outflow right here that heads down the valley. Well, we're almost to Vogelsang Pass, a couple hundred feet. All right, so now we're nearing the pass at Vogelsang, but we have a good view of Emmerich Lake, and then directly behind it and above to the right about 1 o'clock, looks like Half Dome, because I can see the line etched in the side of it where the cables go up. And then off to the right, the higher point up, it looks like Cloud's Rest. That's our guess. Well, every time we think we're at Vogelsang Pass, we're not. There it is, Lake Vogelsang down there. Pass is in front of us, so we're not too far, but it's just been teasing us for a while here. And we're like 10,600 feet, so a little tough to breathe, a little nauseated. All right, this is the final push to Vogelsang Summit. I mean, Vogelsang Pass. There you go. All right, so we're finally nearing Vogelsang Pass. It's been quite the climb. It didn't seem like it was that far when we left the High Sierra camps at Vogelsang, but it wasn't that far mileage-wise, but boy, it was tough. Exposed sun, we're above timberline, there's no trees up here. There's some pretty, very unique rock formations right here along the pass, and obviously behind me you get the views of where we just came from. Vogelsang Lake is down there, and the High Sierra camps are on the other side, and Boothe Lake is way over in that direction. But we're going to be going up here. We're going to be going along the edge here and hopefully up and over the pass right there. Well, we finally reached the pass. Took a little bit of effort to get here, but we're in Vogelsang Pass right now. I really thought there'd be a sign. Most passes, there's a sign, you know, Vogelsang Pass or Kearsarge Pass or Glen Pass. Nothing. But we're here, 10,650 feet and change, something like that. And it's funny, when we left Boothe Lake, we thought it was going to be a 5 mile, 6 mile round trip. We've done 4.6 already, 4.7 just to get to here. So we got another 5 miles to get back. So it is. Massive view of Yosemite though. It's gorgeous up here. It was a tough day hike. Thank God we got a little pack. Now it's time for a break. I just wish there were some trees so we're above timber lines. Not much. Well, we finally made it back into camp at Boothe Lake at our base camp, and it's quite the adventure today. We went up to the High Sierra camps at Vogelsang, and then from there we went up to Vogelsang Lake, and then eventually we headed all the way up to the top of Vogelsang Pass, and then just over the other side to get a tremendous view of Yosemite National Park. And at one point on the view on the way up there, we could actually see one edge, the front edge of Half Dome and Clouds Arrest. That was pretty cool. We weren't really anticipating that, but it was a little tougher hike than we thought it would be, but we managed to do okay. We also went around the edge of Fletcher Lake and went up to the backside and climbed up a little cascading waterfall, the inlet to Fletcher Lake, so that was kind of cool. But we made it back to camp. The winds finally died down a little bit. It's still breezy, but it's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. I heated up my dinner tonight. It's Ready Wise, one of those backpacker meals, and this one is lasagna. And it's supposed to set 12 minutes or so. I split the portions in half. This is a 2.5 serving bag. I did it at home. I separated it and only did about 1 1/4 servings. So I'm going to give it a try here, see if it's any good. It's a little soupy still, but I want to try it before it cools off. Well, it's not too bad. It's a little spicy, very tomatoey. I'm going to maybe compare it to Chef Boyardee Raviolios, maybe. It's not as good as the Mountain House lasagna, but you know, when you're out here in the wilderness and you need a hot meal, this will do the trick, I guess. You know, since the whole COVID-19 thing, there's not as many people. They reduced the number of permits in half, and we've seen about 20 people total, and that included 20 people on the 2 days we've been up here, and that included all the day hikers. We've passed maybe 8 or 10 backpackers. I don't think there's anybody at Boothe Lake here today besides us right now. Last night there was 2 guys on the other side of the lake, but I haven't seen anything today. It's pretty chilly this morning. It wasn't too bad. You know, we're used to going in September when the overnight lows are usually in the low 30s, and it was probably around 40, 42 or somewhere in there. Cold enough to, you know, make you wish you brought a jacket, but, you know, it didn't freeze your water bottles over in the middle of the night or anything like that. So, but it's been a pretty good trip so far. Tomorrow we're going to climb back out of Boothe Lake and head back over to the High Sierra camps, and we're going to go past Fletcher Lake and the turnoff for Ireland Lake, and then reach the top of a pass. And then at the top of the pass, we're going to shoot down, back down to Lyle Canyon. And I've never been to Lyle Canyon. I've seen pictures of it and seen a lot of YouTube videos on Lyle Canyon, and it looks stunning. And I'm really looking forward to that. And we're going to spend another night down at the junction at Lyle Canyon. And then the next night, we're going to head up back into Tuolumne where we started. But anyway, it's been a good trip so far. The weather's been absolutely perfect. This one site we're at now is a little windy, but not so bad today. No storms brewing, nothing like that. Usually every day, about 2:30 or so, you get a thunderstorm up here in the Sierras, and I haven't really seen anything, so we're on a little good stretch of weather, I guess. Didn't sleep real good last night. I think it's because of the altitude mainly. We're about 10,000 feet here, so And of course, we were tired from lugging our packs up here, but hopefully tonight it'll be a little bit better. I took some Motrin and got a little bit of my trail legs back, so hopefully tonight it won't be so bad. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this lasagna before it gets cold, and I'll check in with you in the morning. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video episode of Anthony's Audio Journal, our day hike up to Vogelsang Lake and Vogelsang Pass from Boothe Lake in Yosemite National Park. Stay tuned for the next edition of Anthony's Video Journal as we pack up camp at Boothe Lake and head across the top of the High Sierras and finally down into Lyle Canyon. Alrighty, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. That's the outtake right there.